Imagine this, you're at home, it's a lazy Sunday, you don't feel like cooking and you're trying to cut down on the ordering in. So what do? You browse through your kitchen cabinet looking for some ready-to-cook meal and voila, there you see it, that cup of instant noodles. A convenient, quick fix as a snack, even as a meal, whether you're at home, at work, traveling, in the middle of nowhere, or just want a late night snack. All you need is some hot water, a short wait for a few minutes, and your instant noodles are ready. And they come in a wide range of flavors, by the way. They are filling, tasty, most of all, convenient. Now, why am I talking about instant noodles tonight? The Hong Kong Consumer Council has tested 19 samples of pre-packaged instant noodles. And what did they find? First, the sodium content of one whole serving of all samples exceeded the recommended adult intake limit per meal for adults. And by the way, non-fried noodle samples that are considered healthier were no different. All the samples were found to have high sodium levels. First things first, why is high sodium an issue, you ask? Well, people have been advised not to consume too much sodium, warning that excessive intake could lead to greater health risks. Although the human body does require an appropriate amount of sodium to maintain body functions, excessive sodium intake over extended periods may adversely affect health and also increase the risk of cardiovascular and renal diseases. And that's not all. Nearly 90% of the samples, that's 17 samples, were found to contain probably carcinogenic contaminants. The council sourced 19 pre-packaged instant noodle samples from various retail outlets, and this included 14 fried and 5 non-fried samples. Possible carcinogens, 3-MCPD and glycidol were detected in nearly 90% samples. Before I go further, what are 3-MCPD and glycidol? Why is their detection a cause of concern? Well, the International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified 3-MCPD as possibly carcinogenic to human beings. Now, if you have consumed these noodles, you would know what the process is like. The process of making fried instant noodles and seasonings generally involves high heat, also the use of refined fats and oils. And this may result in the production of a substance called 3-MCPDE and release the possibly carcinogenic 3-MCPD in the human body. Another contaminant also produced during the processing of refined fats and oils is glycidyl fatty acid esters, or GE, which breaks down during human digestion to release glycidol. And glycidol is classified as a group 2A substance that is probably carcinogenic to humans. Now, while no scientific research has found a link between instant noodles consumption and increased cancer risk, the Council has called on the industry to tighten the control over the quality of raw materials and the production process to reduce levels of both contaminants to protect consumer health. But will that happen is the question. Also, the Council has made some suggestions. Let me tell you about some of them. To reduce sodium intake, do not use all accompanying seasonings and try not to consume the soup. Also, be mindful, pay attention to the food items served with instant noodles. This includes processed meat products like sausages, meatballs, etc., which are high in fat and sodium. Now, noodles will release some fat and sodium during the cooking process, so it is recommended to replace the cooking water with fresh hot water to slightly bring down the intake of fat and sodium. And people who need to control body weight, at risk of or suffering from chronic diseases like hypertension, cardiovascular or renal diseases are advised against consuming instant noodles regularly. People with acid reflux should avoid eating instant noodles late at night. Choose healthier, non-fried noodle items perhaps, like rice vermicelli, macaroni, buckwheat noodles. These are suggestions from the council. And also mix them with fresh and nutrient-rich food items in order to diversify your daily diet.